Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. This is SiloMan, coming to you from the Launch Control Center of an Atlas F site outside of Roswell, New Mexico, USA. For the next 20 minutes, please sit back, relax, and I'm going to take you through some of the stuff that we're finishing up on this control center. As you can see in this photograph, this line here is going to be the sewage line, the sewage ejection line for the sewage pump. We've sleeved it inside of a 4-inch steel line. That's a picture of underneath the stairwell floor. And then that's the sump itself as you see it's going down. There's a brass check valve for that line. It's got about 45 to nearly 50 feet of head pressure. That's the intake line coming from the bathrooms. Now this is currently what we're doing on the floor. The line that you're seeing going through the floor on the right hand side, that's for the new shower. The other one is going to be for the toilet. This old cast iron drain line that you see right here is not going to be used. We'll be cutting it out, but we're going to do it at a later date. And there you can see we've got a 4-inch drain line going down to the bottom as we're going over to go out to the bottom of the stairwell to the sewage sump. And there you can see we're building her out. Eventually there will be another mirrored image bathroom on the lower level, but for right now we're just leaving it as one. You can see that 4-inch line coming in and going through the top plate for the sewer sump, and then that's looking down into it. It's been completely cleaned, in fact scraped, sanded, and then lots of bleach. Right now we're just flushing it through with just clear plain water. And we're testing the pump itself if there's any problems on the head pressure. And you can see where that line's coming up and where we're currently working on where the toilet is going to go. You can see the flange. And there's some of the 4-inch PVC pieces that we're using. In that back corner, you can see that's where there's going to be a walk-in shower, pretty good size. And you can see the flange for where the toilet's going to be. And then that's the manifold for the plumbing. I'm a big believer in you manifold everything and you have valves for literally everything that's controlled. So in case there's ever a leak, you just have to turn off that one particular valve, but the rest of everything else stays up and running. There's the toilet as we've set it. We haven't run the water to it yet. Right now we're just cleaning out this 55-gallon drum, and we'll be adding water to it. When you need to use the toilet, it's simple. You just fill it full of small bucket and then pour it into the toilet itself until we get, and why we haven't done this, as the pump, the jet pump for the tank on the surface has not been installed yet. So we don't have any way in which to pressurize the water from above coming in. There's going to be the utility room with the utility sink. There'll be a double stack washer and dryer on the right of that put in. On the left, there's the toilet as it sits. Another picture of the manifold. These are always fun to build. Again, going along the back wall, you can see where the utility room is, the utility sink. And right there, that will eventually be the kitchen itself. So we're just running the plumbing over to where the kitchen sink will be. And as you can see, it goes around the back of that wall, then it makes a turn. And the only reason that we're doing this is we do have a temporary kitchen back there in the storage area, and you can see it right there. Where, of course, you know, we can fix some meals. We have a microwave, we've got a couple hot plates, we have a toaster oven. So it makes it nice. We have a small refrigerator, so when we're working there, we can do all of our meals. Plus, we've got a barbecue up on the surface. So it's really not as bad as you think working underground here. That was some of the Bondo we were using on the cracks in the steel floor. What you're seeing right there is a hot water on demand, but it's electric. It takes two 40-amp circuits, a lot of power for that particular unit. Here we're working on the base of the shower. And that's that water barrel that we simply use when we need to use the toilet. Well, we only used that for about a week, and then we went ahead and installed the jet pump and pressurized all the plumbing. We're building out this wall unit right here just simply to hang this on this hot water on demand electric unit. Eventually we will be going to solar hot water with a couple solar panels heating the elements of the hot water tank. This will then be just used for redundant hot water, which, by the way, it works extremely well. I mean, we're running right now water temperatures of 120, 130 degrees. It's just really nice. Here's the electrical panel that we're starting to tie in everything. We'll be going all the way back through as we bring in all the other circuits and get everything lined out. See some of the tools that we're using. You may notice there's a big inline water filter back there. That's going to be going for the new jet pump. That's some of the tools on the table. The bathroom is directly behind that wall. And there you can see we've mounted the hot water on demand electric unit. We've got power run to it, two independent 40-amp circuits. So in essence 80 amps, but it can deliver quite a bit. I mean, it's no problem. You can take a shower at the same time you could run the sink. So it's quite an interesting setup. I want to get to the point, however, I'm really probably an undercover prepper, if the truth be known, in terms of missile bases. So I'd like to get to the point that we're doing this heating all of our hot water with solar. But we do have that for redundancy. And later on, when we finish these videos, I'll take you through the redundant properties I built into this particular site. From just a quick example, from above ground, we've got an emergency backup generator that has an automatic switch. Second it senses a power failure, boom, it comes on, it's running. It's really nice. So we never ever have to worry. We've got emergency backup lights, and then at the end of the day we have signage that you can literally see your way out of the site, and it lasts for about 45 minutes from the time power goes out. And you can see here we're running the water lines to this electric unit, on-demand hot water, plus the discharge in case there ever is a problem. I'm not really happy with the way we ran this, the way it looks, so we'll probably be redesigning it at some point, but I just haven't right now. And again, you can see the bathroom where the shower is going to be in the back, and then of course where the toilet is. We're going to come in obviously in sheetrock. Right there will be to the left where you see the light and of course the switch. That will be for a GFI'd plug, of course, and we'll get that all sheetrocked, and then we'll get the mortar board in for around the shower itself. And you'll see all of those photographs. This is part of the area where we can sit around and talk, and we eat, and then of course we sleep while we're working. Again, our portable sink. I think we're mopping one of the floors. So it plays double duty. That's the way you come in from the stairwell to the upper level. The first little doorway is just a little small utility room. It's mirrored on the other side also, and then this could either be a bedroom or an office with another large ancillary room to the side. This is looking around the center column. You can see the escape shaft up at the top. In the event of an absolute emergency, you just simply pull that pin, trap door opens up, and you climb out. That's looking back towards the kitchen, or what will become the kitchen. Right now, this is where we've completed. We're on top of the sewer sump right now at the bottom of the stairwell. See the 4-inch discharge line coming in. You can see the 2-inch line going up. We're in the utility tunnel here leading to the silo. You may notice it's a little crowded, doesn't look the prettiest, and the reason I've had to go to this is I simply don't have the extra storage area. In this photograph, we have a sump, and in that sump you can see the new jet pump we've installed, and then run it through a water filter from the tank up on the surface. Now what we found, we've got decent pressure without running the jet pump at all, but with the jet pump we can increase the pressure up to about 50 pounds per square inch. Here's another picture of the utility tunnel looking to the water supplies where the line's coming in from the above ground tank. When you're standing right here, you're exactly at 40 feet below ground. Originally, the U.S. Air Force, in operating this site, you may notice that elbow there, that's 6-inch. That was the true water supply. Now you know we painted the floor, and you see what we've got here. We moved the water barrels back in, so we've got at least some water if we needed it down here. We've added on some extra temporary lights right now to give us much more visibility down here. And of course, we're waiting to put the color coat on the floor once we get everything done. That's another picture of this. I just love this little unit. A ream, you know, electric on demand. I mean, I realize it takes a lot of electricity, but it's just a slick little unit. That particular unit didn't cost $300. I mean, it's just, I can't say enough about it. And in terms of the redundancy, it will be really nice because we'll probably be triple redundant on hot water, just like we are with electricity, just like we will be on water, because we'll have numerous sources in which to bring in water to the site. We're starting to sheetrock right now into that office/bedroom with that very large walk-in closet. So we've roughed into the electrical, we've ticked and tied all of the lines and made sure once we get all of that done, then we'll be putting in the outlets and the switches. Can't say enough. It's just so rewarding to finally see it nearly finished. These two openings you see there, we're going to do just like we did at the lower level, in which we can put shelving in there. But temporarily, we'll just fur it out on the inside and then drop some drywall in it. And then when we're ready for that, we'll pull that out and bring the shelves in. And you can see us going around, dropping in the sheetrock. But what a fun project. That's looking back out to the hallway coming in from the stairwell. Directly across would be the bathroom. There you go, you can see the openings. I had really designed this for 2 ways. Originally it was designed as an office. And it was just nice that given that, you know, it could still be an office. You'll see that small utility area right behind there. It's not very big, maybe 3 or 4 feet. Enough that you can store some things. And there we're coming on around the inside of that room. You can look out and see the hallway to the stairwell. Still have the openings there. And there's the doorway into that walk-in closet. You'll notice these high outlets. Not only will lights be in here, but of course we'll have emergency backup lights on separate circuits. And they're typically designed, the new LED ones are really fabulous. I mean, they almost have a 2-hour run time. So there's never a point of, you'll be down there if there was ever a power failure and you'd be stuck. Simply not going to be the case. You notice a small piece up towards the cylinder. That's an original blast valve to the sewer vent. Of the original 72 Atlas F sites in America, there's very few of them that those are still around. And you can see the exit door to the stairwell on the right side. It's where we're putting in, it's where all the plumbing manifold is, will be the hot water. This is looking back towards that doorway and also into that area that a small storage area will be. Another look from a different direction. And it goes into a sharp corner. And you can see that blast valve at the top. There's another angle for it. I still left the handrail up. That was the original handrail that went all around the upper level. Because keep in mind, that whole structure was suspended by 4 very, very large pneumatic shocks. And that's simply in that room. Again, from a different angle. You can see the part of the cone that comes down to the center column. Here's looking back into the corner, and you can see the blast valve. That's where we're going to tie in the vent to the sewer. So everything that we dump down the sewer line itself will be vented right up through there. There is an independent vent to the surface. Again, the doorway to the stairwell. That's in the walk-in closet area. I have one very, very large going to be shelved area through the wall to the back. You can still see the handrail. We haven't done the inside yet, but we've tied the electrical and it's ready to go for the rock. Then we'll come back in and put in the outlets and switches. What a fun project. You may notice the fan up there. That's a 16-inch vent. It's an air exhaust vent to the surface. The LCC, or the Launch Control Center, has 2. It has a 14 and a 16. One's air intake, the other one's air exhaust. There you see the walkway. The door's open to the stairwell. You can look back through there. That's looking from the other direction into the little area in which we have the plumbing manifold. We've thrown up that blue piece of plastic there so you have a little more privacy in the bathroom area until we get it wrapped up. And there's going to be the doors to those 2 little areas, one of them there for into what we're going to call the plumbing room. And again, it will hold also a full-size 50 or perhaps larger hot water tank, but it'll all be solar. It'll be attached to a few solar panels on the surface to just simply heat water. And in the event that there's Roswell area is pretty good about number of sun days. So, but in the event that it is cloudy, you don't have a lot of solar, you don't have a lot of hot water, you can just simply fire up the other unit. You can fire it off of the already preheated water in the tank. So it's not going to be using much energy to heat it from that. Let's say it's at 100 degrees and to heat it to 120 is not going to take much. You can see back to some of the finished product on the walk-in closet. Big area. It'll be nice. It'll be nice. That'll be a lot of shelving in that area. And that's simply looking back. You can see through there. Got a lot of it in storage. You can see the Durarock in the kitchen area. You can also see the moisture-proof drywall that we'll be using in the bathroom on the next video. Well, it's been almost 20 minutes. I'd like to thank everybody. Please, if you haven't already, subscribe. Love to have you. Ring that bell. Right now, we've got 2 to 3 videos.